Hello, I'm Nick Multi and welcome to the channel. I make videos about game dev and computer science with open source project examples. The channel just hit 100 subscribers and I want to thank you for all the support since I started making these videos. If you find these videos on software development interesting, you're probably also interested in how I make these videos as well. For this milestone video, I'll explain my current process and how I make these videos. Best of all the software I use is open source or free, so you can use this as a guide to make your own videos. So, making a video. How hard can it be, right? My process of making videos is broken down to a few key steps. Come up with an idea, create a demo, write and record a script, then publish and present. I usually take 2 weeks to make a video, but a demo sometimes takes longer for more complex topics. This process all starts with the idea phase. Coming up with an idea can be difficult sometimes. I found that the best topics are usually challenges where I had to learn something new during my project development. So keeping on notes on what I found frustrating and needed lots of iteration and improvement has helped me continue to add new ideas to my list. Making videos in greater detail on the same topic in a series like my open source kinematic character controller has also helped keeping the channel focused and growing. Once I have some ideas ready, I filter topics by what would be interesting. As cool as talking about stochastic gradient descent may be, without a striking visual or interactive demo, it will be difficult to get people interested. My next step of the process usually involves making a demonstration. Normally when making demos, I will use Blender to make models, GIMP and Inkscape to make images, VS Code as a code editor, and Unity to make websites and games. When making a demo, I focus on what would be the most helpful for me to understand and visualize the topic. For my demos, I focus on the priorities of 1. Accessibility, 2. Entertainment, 3. Learning, and 4. Audience. To me, accessibility is one of the most important factors to consider. Content that is easily understood by a wide audience is important, and that's why I always include subtitles in my video and make sure that the visuals look good in a colorblind or low light setting. As an example, the projection-based collider was a great way for me to demonstrate how character collider shapes move through 3D space. This topic is interesting to my audience who are interested in software and game dev. The visuals help others learn how the character controller works visually. Seeing how the character moves in 3D space is visually interesting, at least in my opinion. And, most importantly, I kept accessibility in mind with the color selection, providing an audio description, and making extra diagrams to ensure the topic is accessible to everyone. Once I have a demo mostly completed, I will start writing a script for the video. When writing a script, I usually break it down into the steps of brainstorming, writing an overview, filling out the script, revise, repeat. Next is recording the audio, which I normally do with Audacity. I read the script and clean up the audio with Audacity's noise removal and audio normalization features. Without noise removal, my voice sounds much more distorted, like this. Once the voiceover is ready, I make a Blender project to start video editing and time everything along with the audio. I record visuals using the NVIDIA GeForce, Open Broadcast Studio, and Unity's Recorder plugin to record visuals from games and projects. I've started trying to make the videos of 60 frames per second, and the program Handbrake has been useful to fix video encoding and frame rates. Each program can make recordings in different formats, so unifying them is quite useful. I also use Inkscape, GIMP, and Google Drive to make extra diagrams for my videos. Then I synchronize the diagrams and visuals with the audios with some fancy Blender editing magic in between. Once the video is ready, I send it over to some friends to get their feedback on the video and fix any errors or mistakes. Once the video is done, while I wait for it to render, I'll start making the final thumbnail. This thumbnail is usually just a screenshot from the video or demo I've been working on. Using GIMP, I can touch up the colors, crop out the boring stuff, maybe add some gradients and background image. Then I can add a fun title text in Inkscape to make the final thumbnail graphic. I have also found that social media posts can help the video get more traffic. So I get a few clips or diagrams ready along with the thumbnail, and I'll post them on Twitter and Reddit. These posts can count for a large portion of the early traffic, so I posted them around when the video is scheduled to go live. Once the video is ready, I'll upload it to YouTube with the thumbnail and add a transcript. YouTube has a nice function to auto-sync the voice and text, so I just need to paste the script from earlier. Once I have the video posted and shared online, I like to get some feedback from people. Discussions on Reddit and in the YouTube comments are the places where I can get some of the best feedback. Sometimes I had to cut something for time and can explain more in a comment or can improve the existing diagrams and feedback from your advice. I really like talking about these technical details in programs. Feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in this video or any topics I've covered in the past. I can also look at the video analytics to track the performance and get some numerical data to improve future content. Overall, all these steps usually take about 2 weeks per video, and I'm working on maybe 1 or 2 projects and videos at a time. I also have a full-time job, so I can only dedicate so much time to these videos. I really like working on sharing these open source projects and hearing feedback from the community. I have a list of all the tools I use to create these videos and projects linked in the description. Almost all are free and open source. I might start collecting more detailed data about how long each step of the video making process takes. Would have some interesting statistics, and could find some places to improve and streamline in the future. Maybe that'll be the next subscriber milestone video. Thanks for the interest in the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content and aren't subscribed already. Making these videos has been a lot of fun, and I hope you've enjoyed them as well. In the next few months, I will continue the OpenKCC development, start some videos on pathfinding algorithms, and maybe some design and software engineering as well. Have a great day!